Are you experiencing the negative side effects in your brain from overconsuming pornography? Do you feel like a shell of the man that you could be? Do you struggle with focus? Do you struggle with clarity? Do you struggle with staying present in the moment? One thing that we know is overconsuming pornography and masturbation leads to brain damage. We know that it impacts the prefrontal cortex. It changes the way we think, it changes the way we operate, it hijacks our reward and motivation systems. And oftentimes it changes the way we see the world and how we see ourselves. So if you've been struggling with pornography addiction and you're beginning to experience and feel the negative effects in your brain, in this episode of The Rebuilt Man, I'm going to share with you 4 tips to heal your brain from pornography addiction. Before we dive into that though today, guys, quickly remind you who we are and what we do here. My name is Coach Frank Rich, founder of Rebuilt Recovery and the host of the Rebuilt Man podcast. And it is our mission to help men become better men by quitting porn and rebuilding their lives. So if you're new to the channel here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on. And guys, if you're listening to this episode on the audio, make sure to leave us a 5-star rating and written review. But healing the damage that has been caused through consuming pornography starts with first having a plan, being intentional about what it is we're trying to do, being consistent in those actions over an extended period of time. First thing we must understand is this is not something that is going to happen overnight. We must be able to put in the time, delay the gratification, and be consistent with our actions over time. But there's a lot that we can do. There's a lot of proactive steps that we can take in our life. There's a lot of things that we can begin to play offense on if we're trying to reset, reboot, rewire our brain and heal the damaging effects of over-consuming pornography. The first step, the first tip here is to do a full-on dopamine detox. For an extended period of time, 30 to 60 days, get off of social media, quit consuming pornography, quit playing video games, quit eating high-processed, sugar-palatable foods. All the things that cause massive spikes in dopamine, begin to remove them from your life. Now, once you're about 2 to 3 weeks into this dopamine reset, you can begin to introduce other ways to give yourself dopamine. You can begin to pursue hard and difficult things. You can begin to expose yourself to cold water immersion therapy. But for a shortened period of time, 30 days, stay off the devices. Delete social media off of your phone. Quit playing video games. Quit eating the high processed food. So in time, those receptors in your brain will begin to reset and you will begin to experience and feel and give yourself dopamine through healthy doses. But if you're constantly pulling that lever of spiking your dopamine, that is going to lead you to not experience life to the degree that you can. It's going to hijack your joy. It's going to hijack your motivation. So the first tip here to heal your brain is to do a full-on 30-day dopamine reset. The second tip here to begin to heal your brain from the damages of porn addiction is begin to experience and learn new skills. Get out there and learn the musical instrument that you've told yourself you've always wanted to do. Get out there and learn a new physical sport. Challenge yourself by reading books that are above your normal reading level. Challenge yourself by trying to learn a new language. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change through new experience. But if we never expose ourselves to anything new, there's never a need for us to develop these new neural pathways. So through the act of indulging ourselves into new activities, challenging ourselves with new experiences, we'll begin to create new neural pathways and begin to heal the damaging effects of our porn use and of our porn addiction. The third tip here to begin to heal your brain from the damaging effects of pornography is to have a regular and daily gratitude practice. Every single morning when you wake up, before you start down on taking the day, take a couple minutes in your journal, write down 3 to 4 things that you were grateful for. The practice of gratitude releases healthy neurochemicals, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. It changes the way that we see the world. It changes our reticular activating system. So now we're operating from a place of looking for more things to be grateful for. But I promise and guarantee you that if you can be consistent with a daily gratitude practice, your brain will heal. You begin to experience the world through a different lens. You'll begin to see the world through a different perspective. And in time, it will heal the damaging effects of your porn use. So the third one is to have a regular gratitude practice. And the fourth one is to serve others. Put yourselves in situations and opportunities where you can show up for others through acts of service, through loving others. Consuming pornography conditions us to be selfish. It conditions us to use other people to sexually gratify ourselves. That changes the way we see people. It literally positions your brain to see people as objects and no longer people that you can serve, love, and give into. But you can be proactive and intentional about showing up every single day, loving for others. So if you do a full-on dopamine reset, if you allow yourself to detox 30, 60, 90 days from all these high stimulating activities that you indulge in, if you can begin to learn new skills, challenge yourself every single day, every single week, exposing yourself to things that you are not comfortable in doing, you will be forced to grow. You will be forced to develop new neural connections. Now, this will be difficult in time because your brain doesn't want to. So this one's going to take some effort. If you begin to start your day from a state of gratitude every single day, you will see the world through a different lens. Begin to think about every single day, every single opportunity that you have to love, show up, and serve others. Collectively, while staying away from porn, this will play a massive role in you healing your brain, in you getting free from pornography, and you ultimately becoming a porn-free man. Now, if you're looking for a proven method, if you're looking for the steps to conquer this addiction, we've just put together a brand new free training on 12 steps to fight this addiction, on 12 steps to become a porn-free man in just 12 weeks. You visit rebuiltrecovery.com/12 steps or click the link down there in the show notes below. Take access to you guys right away. You get free access to this training. But you can heal the brain. You must be intentional. You must be willing to do the work, and you must be willing to allow the time to work for you. This is not something that will happen overnight. You didn't get addicted to porn. You didn't cause the brain damage to yourself by looking at pornography for a day, for a week. This is something that has taken years to develop in you. It will take months to reset, reboot, and heal itself. But trust in the process, put in the work, and you will come out on the other side a free man with a new life, with a new identity, with a new perspective on who you can become and how you can show up in love in this world. Dopamine reset. Learn new skills, have a gratitude practice, and look for opportunities to learn, to show up, serve, and love on others. Visit rebuiltrecovery.com/12 steps. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave us a 5-star rating on the audio side, guys. But we love you. Coach Frank, the Rebuild Man. We'll see you in the next one.